Gadkari has arrived. A round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen, for the minister's arrival. We are starting. Request you all to please take your seats, keep your mobile phones on silent. It is an absolute pleasure to have you all here with us. Request you all to please take your seats. Hello and welcome to Season 2 of the Zee Auto Awards. I want to start off with a quotation. Nelson Mandela once said, "Remember to celebrate milestones as you prepare for the road ahead." Now, we have gathered here today to look back at the incredible journey of the Indian automotive industry over the last year, to celebrate the milestones and take a closer look at the path that lies ahead. And what a fabulous journey it has been. India is the fourth largest automotive market in the world. And as we celebrate the achievements of the Indian auto industry and recognize the leading performers and pioneers, Zee Auto Awards recognizing the manufacturers and innovators. The awards acknowledge the superior quality, smart technology, and excellent understanding of the customer's needs, honoring the best launches from the Indian automotive industry and saluting the best of the industry. The automotive industry carries immense growth potential, and that's an understatement. The automotive industry in India is one of the main pillars of the economy and a key driver of growth. It has been rightfully called the sunrise sector of the economy. In fact, the automotive sector is expected to account for 65 million new jobs within India by 2026 as companies increase their production. That's the amount of potential we are talking about. And among the Asia-Pacific countries specifically, India is set to see the strongest growth in automotive sales in 2022, according to Moody's Investor Service, and the sector will play a central role in India's aspiration to become a $5 trillion economy. So with this come opportunities for innovation, and that is what the Zee Auto Awards are all about. Recognizing the best vehicles and breakthroughs. Through these awards, we also track the key trends in the automotive industry. Which consumer trends and disruptive technologies will have the most impact on the automotive industry going forward? We delve deeper into consumer trends and the expectations from this industry. Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite on stage Mr. Devadas Krishnan, Chief Executive Officer, Zee Digital Publishing, in address the gathering and tell us more about the Zee Auto Awards and their significance. Mr. Krishnan is an entrepreneurial business leader with rich experience in varied sectors, startups, digital economy, information technology, telecom, manufacturing, you name it. Welcome, sir. Good to have you with us. Welcome.
Thank you very much for the kind words. Good evening. How are you guys? So, let me start with a quiz question because I like quizzes and I like quiz shows. Any guesses on how many kilometers of highway is being built in India in a day? Any guesses? Yeah? 14. 40. Okay? Any other numbers? 25? 50. Okay, so we have 3 guesses, and I'm sure we have Sri Nitin Gadkari ji among us today. He can correct me, but the data I have is very close to 40. We had touched a record 37 kilometers per day in 2021. And if the lockdown has not happened, right, I'm sure it would have definitely reached 50, like the answer we got here. And the length of highways in India went up from 97,000 kilometers to 1.5 lakh kilometers in 2022, just in 8 years. Just to give you a perspective, just to give you a sense of a scale, the circumference of Earth is just 40,000 kilometers. So we have today highways which have 4 times the circumference of Earth, right? So these world record achievements are unprecedented and have no parallel in any other country in the world. And this couldn't have been possible without the vision and able direction of one person. So hello again once, everyone. On behalf of Zee Group and India.com Private Limited, I would like to welcome the Honorable Minister of Road Transport and Highways, Sri Nitin Gadkari ji, whose vision and ideas have made India's transition into a new power, a new world of transportation, electrical vehicles. The entire automotive sector has been transformed to a great extent, and he has brought in extremely efficient infrastructure. Today, what we have, what we can boast of. A few years back, when Sri Gadkari ji gave the nation a dream of fluid mobility, right? The way we can move from one place to another place with less hindrances, with extreme agility and mobility. Nobody kind of seemed to believe him. But today, we are hurtling ourselves towards a pollution-free environment while traveling to every nook and corner of this world. So a few minutes back, Nitin Gadkari ji was sharing a lot of his thoughts, and he himself drove all the way from his office to this venue in a hydrogen-powered car. The kind of depth of knowledge just kind of amazed me. I will say I didn't knew 90% of the things what Sir had mentioned to us. So today, to me, I'm going from this event with a lot of knowledge and insights about the changing world of automotive. So you can imagine the hard work put in by his ministry, by the fact that in just one financial year, that is last financial year, India saw 13,327 kilometers of new highway, and with the target of creating 60 kilometers of highway every day, from 37 today to 60 kilometers of highway creation. That is the kind of vision and the mission he is on. So he's truly a man on the mission. So once again, I request you to put your hands together for Sri Nitin Gadkari ji. So I would like to request Sri Nitin Gadkari ji to come to the stage to light the lamp. May I request Sridhar Mishra, the Chief Revenue Officer of IDPL, Sri Rajneesh Ahuja ji, Chief Content Officer of IDPL, and Sushant Mohan, the editor of Zee News English Digital, also to come on stage.
A round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen, to mark this auspicious occasion. Requesting our esteemed chief guest to please stay on with us. Requesting our esteemed chief guest to please stay on with us. And this is an occasion that cannot be completed without a few wise words from you, sir. A keynote address from our esteemed chief guest who needs no introduction, the highwayman of India, someone who has also recently been called the Spider-Man of India for the web road network that he has installed in the country. Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, request you to please deliver the keynote address. Thank you.
Distinguished dignitaries, colleagues from industries, and all my dear friends. First of all, our automobile industry is one of the very, very important industry in the country. Because this industry is giving maximum employment to the youth of our country. This is the industry which is giving maximum revenue as a part of GST to the state and central government. This is the industry which is giving good exports. And that is the reason that this is the very important industry for the country. But one of the unfortunate thing with the industry is our import for fossil fuel is 16 lakh crores. And that is one of the reasons that we are facing the problem, crucial problem of air pollution. And that is the reason that we need a lot of reform in this industry. And today I am very much happy that today we have 30.5 crore registered vehicle on the road. And industry size is 7.5 lakh crores. Our export is 3.5 lakh crores. And the great thing with our industry, automobile industry, is our two-wheeler manufacturing is highest in the world. The 50% of the production of Bajaj, TVS and Hero, they have their exports. And it is really one of the remarkable thing for the industry. This industry contributes 7% in GDP contribution, particularly in the growth. And manufacturing GDP contribution is 35%. And employment is 4 crores. We are the largest manufacturer of two-wheelers and three-wheelers in the world, and fourth largest manufacturer of passenger vehicles. And within 2 years, by electric buses, within 2 years, we will be the #1 manufacturer of passenger buses in the world. I am expecting that it can be possible. We are the 7th largest manufacturer of commercial vehicles. And my dream is, as a transport minister, to make this industry of 15 lakh crore at the end of 5 years. And I'm expecting this year, our growth will be 20%. And regarding all reputed manufacturing automobile brands in the world now present in India. I got an opportunity to launch electric Mercedes car in Pune. I was there. I got an opportunity to, even in the same Pune also, that I launched the LNG truck from Blue Energy, and that is on LNG. So the lot of things are changing now. And that is the reason that government has decided to give highest priority for alternative fuel. In the alternative fuel, the electric is the most important source for our country because the electricity is available. And the cost of the power is 2 rupees 40 paisa per unit coming. It's very cheap as compared with the price of the petrol and diesel. And no pollution. Import substitute, cost effective, pollution free and indigenous. I am really happy that today we have waiting list in electric vehicles. I remember in this hotel before 2 years when I was discussing about the e-vehicles, the media people asking me the question that how you are going to charge and how it can be possible. Lot of questions, and at that time that was in the mind of the people. But today, we have electric two-wheelers, electric three-wheelers, electric four-wheelers, electric buses. We have just received the tender for 5,500 buses, electric buses. For presently, the running of diesel bus in Mumbai, even in Delhi also the rate will be same. It comes 115 rupees per kilometer. And we receive the tender for electric buses. It is 39 rupees per kilometer for non-AC bus and 41 rupees for AC bus. So in public transport presently in our country, we have 1,50,000 buses. And my dream is to take it up to 10 lakh buses, double-decker electric buses for tourism. I just got opportunity to launch double-decker electric bus in Mumbai. In European country, there are a lot of very beautiful double-decker buses. And if we can make this bus a double-decker bus, the cost will be 60 rupees per kilometer. So we can reduce the cost of tickets, particularly by 35 to 30%, and giving AC comforts to the poor people. So the most important challenge with the government is how we are going to encourage public transport. Because one thing is good or bad, I never understand. Because as a minister, we have a lot of highways now. So people are enjoying taking their vehicles and they are enjoying to ride on the roads. Now from Delhi to Dehradun and Haridwar, it will be up to end of this year, up before December, it will be 2 hours. Delhi to Amritsar, end of this year, before that it will be 4 hours. Delhi to Katra, 6 hours. And Delhi to Srinagar, 8 hours. Delhi to Meerut, previously it was 4.5 hours. Now Delhi to Meerut is now with 40 minutes. Then Delhi to Jaipur, 2 hours. And Delhi to Mumbai in 12 hours. My idea is to from Nariman Point to Delhi, Connaught Place, in 12 hours. Also we are making from Chennai to Bangalore in 2 hours. Lucknow to Kanpur, half hour. So there are a lot of new roads we are making. That is the reason that now people are preferring their own vehicle. And that is the reason that because of the road, we are supporting automobile industry and to encourage the people to purchase more cars. But at the same time, this is also a big problem. So we need to develop public transport in the country. Electric bus, electric truck. My dream is to make e-highway from Delhi to Jaipur. That trolley bus, just like the train. We can take the truck and buses up to the Jaipur. We will first want to start as an experiment. So I feel that this is very important industry. And today we have a lot of research is going on. I always telling the people two important philosophies. One is innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skilled and successful practices. We name it as knowledge, and conversion of knowledge into wealth is the future. We are successfully now lithium-ion battery. We are in the process of developing aluminum-ion, zinc-ion, steel-ion, sodium-ion battery. At the same time, aluminum air technology is also developed, by which we can reduce the cost. And that is the reason that my dream is within 2 years, the cost of the petrol vehicle and cost of the electric vehicle will be the same. And in place of petrol, you are spending for 1 liter more than 100 rupees. For electric, it is only 10 rupees or 12 rupees. So a lot of saving is there. So today, it is really a great thing that our automobile industry is doing excellent job. Just 3 days before I was in Mumbai, IIT. They have just have the scooter on hydrogen. Now the green hydrogen is the future. And we are all in the process that presently our rural economy is very challenging. We have sugar surplus, corn surplus, wheat surplus, rice surplus. Now we are allowing to make ethanol from sugarcane juice, heavy molasses, C molasses, and also we are making ethanol from broken rice, food grains. And even in Assam, we have started the plant from ethanol from bamboo. So today, bioethanol, we have the flex engine is available. I just 1 month before, I got offered to launch flex engine car of Toyota, Camry, 100% on bioethanol. And the car is generating 40% electricity from that. So it is really also a win-win situation, and ethanol is the indigenous fuel. import substitute, cost effective, pollution free and indigenous. So flex engine is already a successful technology, and all the automobile brands now are in position to launch flex engine in the country. Then we have electric, ethanol, methanol, biodiesel, bio-CNG. The most important thing in Delhi people is, we are now 6 units, factories we have to make bio-CNG, bio-LNG from parali, rice straw. Because of the parali, burning of the parali is a big problem. We have one project in Panipat, from parali, rice straw, we are making, Indian Oil has got that project, that 1 lakh liter of ethanol per day and 150 ton of bitumen per day from parali. Just yesterday, I have a great presentation that from parali, we can make bio-bitumen, and that factory, on tractor molded factory, we will take up to the farmer. And by parali, which is the waste material, we can get bio-bitumen from that in the liquid form, and we can use it in road construction. So that is going to create employment potential in the rural and agriculture economy. So these are the new innovations. A lot of people are doing excellent jobs. Our IITs, our engineering colleges, our research scholars, startup. We have 400 manufacturers of e-scooters in country now. 400. And they are making really beautiful designs. So today, it is very important for India that 100%, within 5 years, we will be #1 manufacturing hub of automobile in the world. And that is the reason that all automobile brands are present in the country. And this is one of the important industry for all of us. And today there is a competition that is very important. Without competition, consumer can't get the correct price. So lot of competition is there, good quality is there, everyone is doing excellent designs, good jobs. And once upon a time our industry was cost-centric. But now all the automobile manufacturers are thinking on the line of quality-centric. And that is the reason that we have already getting good products, good designs, and 100% there is a huge potential for export. I am really happy that Zee is going to organize to giving awards to the people who are doing excellent jobs in this field. And it is very important because the quality is important. The different type of new technology, we need to encourage them, and different new products where definitely there is a good choice for the consumer. And it is very, very important for our economy. The dream of our Prime Minister to make Indian economy of $5 trillion and Atmanirbhar Bharat, the most important thing is related with the automobile industry, because this is the industry which is going to change the future economy of our country. And because of that, my ministry is constructing big roads. We are now in the process of giving more speed, allowing more speed on roads, because we are making axis control highways, green highways. And I feel that because of this, we are going to encourage tourism. Now Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri, Yamunotri, only 6 months was there. Now you can full year, you can go to Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri and Yamunotri by all season road. We are constructing the road of 12,000 crore. We have completed the project of Buddha circuit of 20,000 crore. We are making in the process of making Ayodhya circuit, Ram Janki circuit of 20,000 crore. Now I am planning to develop Mathura of 15,000 crore project. Every religious center, tourism point of view, whatever is the important thing, we are going to connect with the roads. And that is going to create more tourism in the country. And tourism is an industry where out of capital investment, 49% of capital investment is they are using for creating employment potential. We are making 260 ropeway, cable car and funicular rail. My planning is to make 30 funicular rail into Ladakh and Leh. We are making beautiful tunnel near Kargil, named as Jhojila, where we save 5,000 crore on one project. The estimated cost was 12,000 crore, and we are making that project in 6,000 crore. Then we are making lot of tunnels, 2,50,000 crores we are spending on making of new tunnels. So 100% Indian road infrastructure will be equal to the US before 24 end. That is my dream, that is my mission, And with the blessing of all of you, we will be in position to complete that mission. I am really happy for giving awards to all successful automobile industries partner here. I am giving my best wishes to all of them, and I will request them that it is the time for all of you to increase your export. Because by scrapping policy, now the steel, rubber, plastic, aluminum, everything will be available with a cheaper rate. Because we are going to scrap the car, which are the old car, 15 years already the life is decided. And after that, the scrapping policy will get the material easily available with the low cost. That is going to reduce the cost of component by 30%, and which is also going to be a very, very good advantage for the manufacturer, by which we will be more competitive in the world, and that is the reason that the future of this industry is very good. I am giving my all best wishes to the all industry, and particularly the new entrepreneurs who are doing excellent job. They are doing good research, good designing, and their production cost is also they are going to reduce, and they are developing new chemistry, battery chemistry, that is equally important. My blessings to all of you. Once again, thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, sir, for those words of encouragement. I request you to please stay on for just a few more moments. Thank you so much for those words of encouragement, sir, and for laying out the roadmap for the Indian automotive industry and the key takeaways, of course, and the journey that the industry has seen. I request you to also now present the first set of awards, the Zee Auto Awards 2022, requesting Mr. Rajneesh Ahuja, Chief Content Officer, Zee Media, to also kindly come up on stage to present these awards. The first award, ladies and gentlemen, is for the Best Marketer of the award. Let's play out the winner's AV, please.
Hi everyone, thank you to Zee Auto Awards for this recognition. I accept this humbly on behalf of my team as well as my fellow colleagues at Audi. At Audi, we are focused on customer centricity, and this award further motivates us to keep on working and striving towards appreciation of our customers. I once again thank all the jury members and all the entire team of Zee Auto Awards. Thank you everyone. Have a good
Best Marketer of the Year, ladies and gentlemen, Audi. Let's keep the round of applause going, please. Thank you. Now to the Viewer's Choice Car of the Year, Citroën C3. Let's play the winner's AV, please.
Just chill, Malika.
How about I rename the backseat?
To?
How about backyard?
How about happy space?
New Citroën C3. Express your style.
Viewer's Choice Car of the Year, Citroën C3. Since 1919, Citroën has been creating automobiles, technologies, mobility solutions to respond to changes in society, and a brand of boldness and innovation. Citroën places peace of mind and well-being at the heart of its customer experience and offers a wide range of models. Congratulations. On to the next award is for Innovative Electric Three-Wheeler. Can we have the AV, please? Innovative Electric Three-Wheeler, Montra Electric. Montra Electric, the EV brand from 120-year-old Indian conglomerate Murugappa Electric Three-Wheeler, their first offering amongst the many to come. Their larger plans include serving the commercial vehicle industry and tractors with clean mobility alternatives. Congratulations. Next is the Green Automotive Entrepreneur of the Year, Green Fuel. Akshay is an entrepreneur with a conscience, a mechanical engineering graduate from Florida Tech, USA, requesting Akshay to please come up on stage. Under his leadership, Green Fuel Energy Solutions Private Limited has grown from strength to strength and carved out a name for itself. Congratulations. On to the viewer's choice SUV of the year, Hyundai Tucson. Congratulations. Personality of the year, Tarun Garg. Mr. Tarun Garg has more than 25 years of automobile experience across diverse areas of marketing and sales. His skill sets include strategic as well as operational management of sales volume and market share. On to the viewer's choice CSR campaign, buy an auto brand, be the better guy. Hyundai Motor India has been the forerunner in creating awareness about road safety. The journey, in fact, began with the Safety Begins With You campaign, and over the years, it has transformed into a movement, hashtag Be The Better Guy. In the last 5 years, hashtag Be The Better Guy created a strong connect with the audience, including Gen MZ, and delivering a holistic message on safer driving habits. On to the bike of the decade, Hero Splendor. Hero Splendor is the most popular and trusted brand in India. It has been an icon and a trendsetter for almost 3 decades with unmatched durability and performance. It has been a dependable mobility partner and accelerating progress for millions of Indians for several years. Bike of the decade, Hero Splendor. Round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. It's a huge moment. On to the bike of the year, Hero X Pulse. Congratulations. Round of applause, please, everyone. Thank you so much, sir. I now request Mr. Devadas, CEO, Zee Digital, on stage to please felicitate our esteemed chief guest. you so much, sir. Round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, sir, for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now gearing up for the first panel discussion of the evening, requesting you all to please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate the milestones that the Indian automotive industry has already crossed, a long way to go when it comes to this evening. We have the first panel discussion lined up for you, followed by the next one, requesting you all to please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, requesting you all to please take your seats. We have a very special discussion lined up for you as we continue to take the evening forward. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly take your seats. We are starting off with the first panel discussion that's lined up for you. Let me also take a moment right here to thank our esteemed sponsors. The Zee Auto Awards 2022, co-powered by Montra and OLX. Special sponsors Intel, Redbus, Canara Bank. Associate sponsor IGL. All right, let's get started with the first panel discussion that we have lined up for you this evening. Now, with the penetration of electric vehicles in India has been steadily increasing, one of the challenges that needs to be navigated along this path is that of infrastructure, the need for electric vehicle charging stations, and as we progress towards discussing the hurdles and the opportunities along the way, I now invite on stage Mr. Sanjay Gopalakrishnan, who comes with an overall experience of 25 years in the auto industry and is an alumnus of IIM Ahmedabad. He represents BYD, a company that has global expertise in electric vehicles. Mr. Gopalakrishnan, requesting you to please come up on stage for the first panel discussion of the evening. Welcome, sir. Good to have you with us. Mr. Raghav Arora, CTO and co-founder of Static, is also with us. Static was founded in 2019 and is an ambitious tech-first startup that is rising to the challenge of building one of the largest public EV charging networks in the country. Requesting you to please come up on stage, Mr. Raghav Arora. A round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen, for our panelists for the evening as we get started. A long way to go for the evening to progress. We also have with us our third panelist for the evening's first panel discussion, Mr. Pankaj Dubey, auto industry veteran. An auto industry veteran and founder of and CEO of Dispin Consulting Private Limited. He has worked as a former CEO Aicha Polaris, former MD Polaris India, former business head at Yamaha and Intex Technologies. And this discussion will be moderated by Mr. Sushant Mohan, editor Zee News English, DNA English and DNA Hindi, requesting Mr. Sushant Mohan to please come up on stage as well, and let's get started. Welcome. Good to have you.
One, two, three, check. Before we start this panel discussion, I really want to thank you all. You've been an amazing audience. ऐसी audience हमने कहीं नहीं देखी जो हमारी बात सुनती नहीं है. तो पहले तो आप लोगों के लिए जोरदार तालियां. आप लोग यहाँ पर आए. Thank you so much. ये जो panel discussion है, before we start this panel discussion, this is not just a panel discussion, it's a big question. A big question. Why? Because India as a country is moving towards a new revolution of electric vehicles. And we are thinking about that किस जगह पर जाएं, कौन सी गाड़ी खरीदें, what to buy, what not to buy. Shall we buy an electric vehicle और डीजल गाड़ी ही खरीद लें? So सवाल बहुत सारे हैं और हमारे पास लाइव सवाल भी बहुत सारे हैं जो कि जी न्यूज़ हिंदी, डीएनए हिंदी, जी न्यूज़ इंग्लिश, डीएनए इंग्लिश पर हम लगातार पूछते रहेंगे. सो माय फेलो पैनलिस्ट, मैं आप लोगों के साथ में अब ये सवाल पूछने वाला हूँ. आई होप यू आर कंफर्टेबल विद बोथ द लैंग्वेजेस. या राइट. सो हमारे पास एक ईवी मेकर है, फिर हमारे पास ईवी चार्जिंग स्टेशन मेकर हैं और फिर हमारे पास एक एक्सपर्ट भी हैं. So by the end of this panel discussion, I think हम लोग गाड़ी खरीद लेंगे. So that's the goal. So before we start this, I just want to understand, and Pankaj, let's start from you because you're the expert here. I want to understand, are we ready for this revolution, or is this Nitin ji अभी बात कर रहे थे, हम पीछे मिले, बहुत सारी बातें हुई, और according to him, we're still a little far. Do you believe in that?
Yeah, the first steps are already there. We are seeing the change. And if you want to understand how big the change is going to happen, please see the three-wheeler market.
Yeah.
How fast they have adopted to electric vehicles. two-wheelers, as Nitinji said, there are so many manufacturers already there. Three-wheelers, similarly, they are large manufacturers. And all the cars are on booking.
Yeah.
All the electric cars are on a booking of 1 year. I also get calls, ki sir, thoda jaldi kara doge kya, and all of that. So cars, and so that is a position, and so that's only a signal.
Yeah.
And Indian customers are very smart. You know, I say that each customer is like a businessman. He understands the value of money. Every time that he spends the money, he wants more value for it.
Yeah, right.
The day that he realizes that I am getting more from electric vehicle than petrol, we don't have to say it will be like a very fast change. I have seen in India how predominantly a geared scooter market got converted to the largest motorcycle manufacturer of the world, whereas our parents used to say, "Beta, tumko motorcycle nahi leke denge, पैर में चोट लग जाएगी, तो scooter खरीदो." But from there, everybody is on motorcycle. Yeah. Why this happened? Because of that smart Indian consumer behavior.
Yeah, right.
They realized I get more value from a motorcycle than a scooter, and the switch happened. And I see the same thing going to happen in electric vehicle switchover. And I think all the governments are trying to do by 2030, 2035. I think it's going to happen much before that.
So Pankaj, that brings me to my next question, and I think rightly asked by one of our Facebook user, इतनी महंगी क्यों आती है ये गाड़ी? तो हमारे साथ में संजय जी भी हैं. Sanjay ji, the question is, why this is out of the reach of common people, and अभी भी लोग डीजल या पेट्रोल गाड़ी खरीदना पसंद करते हैं? Why this cost thing is there?
I think it is expensive today, but as the Honorable Minister also told, maybe over a period of next 5-6 years, the parity might come down, but still it might exist because of the battery cost and other electric motors cost. So that's what we feel. But I think over a period of time, if you see the total cost of operations, जो लोग सोचते हैं, वो over a period of time 5 साल में आपको 2-3 साल में आप recover हो जाते हो.
Yeah.
You know, so वो वाला customers are started to understand now.
Right.
So slowly, even when we launched our first vehicle, which was predominantly for B2B, the fleet users started understanding that over a period of 2 years, they can recover the extra cost they are paying for that because of the huge difference in the cost and also the range which the vehicles give. So I think वो धीरे-धीरे अगले 5-6 साल में वो passenger vehicles में मेरे ख्याल में reduce होना शुरू हो जाएंगे.
Reduce होना शुरू हो जाएगा.
Because even if you see globally भी वो cost difference है अभी भी.
Right.
But हम सोच रहे हैं कि अगले 5-6 साल में वो reduction चालू हो जाएगा.
चालू हो जाएगा. BYD Atto 3, इस कार के अंदर मैंने सुना है बहुत लंबी रेंज है. हम बहुत दूर तक चले जाते हैं.
हाँ जी.
तो सर ने वो हाईवे खोला है, तो हम पूरा हाईवे पार कर पाएंगे क्या एक चार्ज में?
एक चार्ज में हम 480 किलोमीटर जा सकते हैं.
That's fantastic.
हाँ जी.
Big round of applause for that. 480 किलोमीटर बहुत दूर होता है. मुझे राघव आपसे एक सवाल है. हम लोग बाहर बात कर रहे थे और श्री हमारे सेल्स हेड हैं, वो प्लान कर रहे थे एक ईवी, लेकिन उनको सेल्स की पूरी टीम ने बोल दिया चार्ज किधर करोगे, मोबाइल के चार्जर से तो होगा नहीं. तो ये जो प्रॉब्लम है कि चार्जिंग स्टेशंस कम हैं, ये क्यों है और इसके लिए आपको क्या लगता है इंडस्ट्री एंड गवर्नमेंट क्या वो आपस में एक पेज पे हैं, आर दे ऑन द सेम पेज?
See, I think industry and government definitely same page mein. EV revolution, just like every other revolution, is a factor of a lot of things coming down together. And it is also paralleled with a lot of awareness that follows it side by side. As my fellow panelists also mentioned, one thing which is range is already becoming bigger. BYD Atto 3 going 480 kilometers in itself is huge. But at the same time, at Static, as a charging company, parallel with government efforts, we've tried to make sure that every highway, and we're following Gadkari ji on that, every highway has chargers at every 50 kilometers now. So you can actually go from Delhi to Jaipur in a charge, but at the same time, you can also stop at every 50 kilometers and do your charging, hop on for a coffee, get super fast chargers on the network. There are challenges, of course, that we acknowledge. Challenges are across infrastructure, challenges are across land infra, electricity grid. But all of these are being paralleled with innovations around charging solutions that we are doing. In India, electricity grid is very unstable, and all of us don't deny to that. And it's obvious that we'll have to do innovations to match that kind of a gap. But that also creates opportunities for companies like us to innovate around and bring in charging solutions which give comfort to users. And all of these charging destination points all across the highways are paralleled with innovations around electric vehicles, batteries, ranges increasing, and the push for government is always helping all of us around to push this revolution ahead.
Raghav, I have another question for you from a user. But before that, Pankaj, I would like to know why still there is a hesitation about it. Like Sir has mentioned, you were also saying that people will move to. What is the current hesitation? What exactly is the point?
So currently, you know, the biggest challenge is the cost. It's more expensive. Then the range anxiety, that okay, if I have to go from X place to another, will I get a charging station? Raghav on a point. And at the end of it, the security, like will I give it to my wife? Will I give it to my daughter to go in a vehicle which may get stuck somewhere? That psychological impact is there. So the moment we overcome these, as you asked the first question on the cost, the maximum, the cost is more because of the battery. Because anywhere from 40 to 60% is the cost of the battery in the overall vehicle. In the two-wheeler, three-wheeler segment, it's going to happen much faster the moment we start using swappable battery. The swappable battery you don't have to purchase. So Gadkari साहब से इसकी जब वो कुछ सालों बाद बराबर हो जाएगी, I say that it will become even lesser than the petrol vehicle. That is when, and the cost of the electrical charging facility is much lower than equivalent petrol and diesel expense. So what you are doing from your pocket every month, you get, you know, even a lower cost, and the cost of the vehicle is lesser. So the first point will get addressed, then the switchover will happen very fast. Yeah. Second is definitely charging. The charging infrastructure is improving in the country already. Yeah. If you talk to the people who have bought cars, they will tell you and vouch for this, that they are getting charging now across. So these are things that the changes will happen, and it will become very fast.
पंकज, हमारे पास एक यूज़र का सवाल है और उन्होंने पूछा है कि मैं मेट्रो सिटी में नहीं रहता हूँ. अब वो सिटी शहर उन्होंने उसमें मेंशन नहीं किया है, बस मेट्रो सिटी लिखा है. मैं मेट्रो सिटी में नहीं रहता हूँ, तो मुझे टू व्हीलर खरीदना चाहिए या नहीं इलेक्ट्रिक?
See, in two-wheelers, the charging is not necessarily that you have to go to very fast chargers, because the battery is much lower capacity, the motor that I use is much lower capacity, so you can charge it at home also. So for two-wheeler, you'll be surprised that the electric vehicle is, very high sales are happening in states like Bihar. Right. So, which is far away from the metro cities. So the infrastructure for a two-wheeler is not that much required, which is like where cars you need high voltage, high powered batteries where the fast charging has to happen. In the two-wheelers, you have like batteries that can be removed easily and you can charge at your home. So it's much easier. So for that customer, I'd say you should definitely try to get, but you have to be careful to get a good battery and safe battery.
Sanjay ji, that brings me to the question. आप किस जगह पर भारत में किस कंट्री किस स्टेट में आप लोग सबसे ज़्यादा गाड़ियाँ देख रहे हैं? इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल्स आर गोइंग आउट एंड पीपल आर परचेजिंग, पीपल आर बुकिंग. विच रीजन ऑफ द कंट्री?
I think if you see generally across the various models available, South India is the biggest adoption of electric vehicles. I think Bangalore, Hyderabad, Kerala, these are some of the markets which are actually growing fast. And that is, main reason is the charging infrastructure is developing very fast there. You know, I think that is the main reason. So South markets, you know, account for more than 60% of the electric vehicles in the country, followed by Mumbai, and then other North markets come in.
Oh, that's great. So South में charging और electric vehicles ज़्यादा book हो रहे हैं.
हाँ जी.
तो राघव, फिर वहाँ पे charger भी ज़्यादा लगा रहे हो आप?
Of course, the idea is to expand chargers all across the country. We started with North 3 years ago. And as Pankaj ji also said, you know, our focus has always not just been to make an accessible network. Establishing a charging station is one part of the job done. And in India, a cost-centric market like India, it is very, very important for the chargers to be very reliable. As you would want to allow your wife or daughter to go with without an apprehension कि वहाँ चार्जिंग होगी या नहीं. आज आप पेट्रोल भरवाने जाते हो तो आपको डर नहीं लगता, बट हो सकता है चार्जिंग करने जाओ तो लगे. तो वी आर ट्राइंग टू मेक श्योर कि हम चार्जर्स कहीं भी लगाएं, वो अफोर्डेबल हो, चार्जिंग एक्सपीरियंस आपका अफोर्डेबल हो और रिलायबल हो. रिलायबल चार्जिंग के बिना of course, you can't really do anything. I mean, install 100 chargers or 2000 chargers won't make a difference, which is why we actually started making our own tech, which is what we do today. I mean, the only ones in the country making chargers in-house, making an app in-house, and then installing them as a service.
Right.
That has come a long way with us.
Another important point, to all the charging infrastructure which is happening, the biggest challenge the consumer mind is, there is a fear that compatibility of the charger with the vehicle.
Right.
So many times the customer calls up the dealership and tells on the highway, it's not compatible. It is not happening. Fast charging is not happening. So I think this is one of the challenges which the consumers are facing. Fear is there. So what now I think all the charging companies, OEMs are doing is they're checking each and every charger on the highway with the car compatibility. So once that happens, then the fear will move off. That is also there in the consumer's mind. If I'm going from Delhi to Jaipur or Chennai to Bangalore, will my car be compatible with the charger which is fixed on the highway?
Right.
So that is one of the major, because a lot of customers call up the dealership. It's across all OEMs. This charger is not functioning because the power is not there or the app is not showing the model. So this kind of challenges, I think all of us, sitting together have to overcome this.
Yeah.
Then the consumers will get more, reliability on this.
Raghav, have you heard any of these complaints with your chargers, or at Startech you are doing something, some innovation with the technology that we can get, certain quality of chargers, so that ये वाला problem जो अभी होता है ना कि highway पे जा रहे हैं और वो हमारा fast charger वहाँ पे काम नहीं कर रहा है, वो नहीं होना चाहिए.
So there are of course challenges across the highways around grid stability. As I said, you can have internet issues, but and users do call us at times, and we've been there for 3 years listening to all the problems on highways from early adopters. But that's how the revolution is going to play out. That's how this EV thing is going to become very, very common to the common man. We are solving all of them. Today we've made sure बिना internet के भी आपकी charging हो जाएगी. We've made sure अगर वहाँ electricity नहीं है, तो at least हम आपको पहले ही बता दें कि आप वहाँ ना जाओ. So all of this is coming down together for users to make sure that they become more aware. And I'm not saying this because I'm an entrepreneur in the ecosystem, but I'm saying this because I've experienced the fact that EVs today are not being bought more because of lack of awareness. You come to pricing, you've got operational costs, balancing upfront costs. You come to charging, you've got enough innovation happening and chargers being installed for the user to be more relaxed.
Right. पंकज, आपको लगता है हमारे पास एक साथ बहुत सारे ऐसे सवाल आए, मतलब लाइन से मुझे लगता है 10-20 सवाल थे. क्या 10 साल में इंडिया में पेट्रोल डीजल व्हीकल जो हैं वो बंद हो जाएंगे? क्या ऐसा हो सकता है? ये सवाल यहाँ पर बैठे हुए लोगों के भी थे, मैं नाम नहीं बताऊंगा उनके. तो क्या बंद हो जाएंगे और सिर्फ ईवीज रह जाएंगे? फिर ये सुजुकी कटाना मैं खरीदने वाला था, मैं क्या करूँगा उसका?
नहीं, देखिए, जो अभी की जो करंट पॉलिसी है कि 10 साल में डीजल को आपको स्क्रैप करना होगा और 15 साल में पेट्रोल के, तो जिसके पास 15 साल का ऑप्शन है पेट्रोल में और 10 साल का ऑप्शन है डीजल में, और ये सब कुछ 2-3 साल के बाद काउंटडाउन शुरू हो जाएगा. सो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि अनदर 15 to 20 years there will be a very diminishing petrol vehicles on the road, and electric vehicle is going to skyrocket very fast. So right now, if you see, the hardly 2% vehicle every month is being sold is electric. 98% is still fossil fuel vehicle. But this trend is changing very fast, and over a period of time, this scrapping policy will help a lot.
तो आप मेरे को एडवाइस कर रहे हो अभी पेट्रोल में इन्वेस्ट नहीं करूँ, मैं वो
15 साल के लिए कर सकते हो.
Raghav, your views on that?
So I'm on the same page. In fact, I'm more bullish on that 15-year number. I do agree कि 15 साल बाद तो you won't see much. But I am also of a vision कि after 5 to 7 years from now, if you have a petrol vehicle that you bought in 2022, you will look back and probably think कि शायद मैंने 2022 में वो गाड़ी ना खरीदी होती और EV खरीदी होती तो अच्छा रहता. Because awareness is going to increase. I mean, from the outside of the ecosystem, people might think कि हमारे पास chargers की problem है, operational cost है. आज जब आप एक EV ओनर और एक IC ओनर को देखोगे और उनको बात करते हुए देखोगे, क्योंकि वो खरीद चुका है EV, तो आप एक्चुअली में देख पाओगे कि वो EV ओनर प्रूव कर पा रहा है IC वाले को कि मेरे को कॉस्ट का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, मैं चार्जिंग भी इजीली कर पा रहा हूँ. The infrastructure is also coming along well, and innovations in cars are also happening. Range is increasing, price is decreasing. So For me, it's a matter of, obviously 100% is a different metric to be reached. But when you talk about 70 to 80% of that, that's going to happen in the next 7-8 years.
Sanjay ji?
Yeah, I think I have a different view, even though from the same industry. But I think two-wheeler, three-wheeler, yes, adoption is happening very fast. So maybe 2030, 2035, 60%, 70%, which people are talking about.
Right.
Four-wheelers, it will take more time because you need to have choices for the consumer. In IC engines, you have choices for the customer. You go to the manufacturer, you will have hundreds of choices. But in EV, you don't have so much choices. So when OEMs start developing choices, 20 cars, 30 cars, 30 variants, 40 variants, then it will start happening. So it will take a longer time, compared to two-wheelers and three-wheelers. That's my view. So it will coexist maybe another 15 years, so I don't know, but this is what my feeling is, my personal gut feeling, because you should have choices for the consumer. Today, if you walk into for an IC thing, you have choices. You have more than 100 models available.
Yeah.
But in EV, you only have 4 or 5. So that has to go, exponentially up from all OEMs. Then that will start happening.
All of you, आपने discourage कर दिया मेरे thought को. मैं कटाना पे बैठ के सुबह फोटो खिंचवा रहा था. मुझे लगा था मैं घर तो ले जाऊंगा.
But for two-wheeler, three-wheeler, yes, it is happening. But for four-wheeler, I will still say it will take time.
It will take time.
So it's directly proportional to the benefit to the customer. So if you see that, the switch is happening very fast in the commercial segment where the number of kilometers driven every day is very high.
Right.
Now, if you have a car and you're driving 10 kilometers a day and you save 7 rupees a day, then 200 rupees a month, 2,400 rupees every month,
that's
you're
the
least bothered about it. But if you have to run 300 kilometers every day, you will change. And that's what's happening. So you don't have to go and check why most of the sales are happening. It's mostly going to the commercial segment.
Yeah.
They are buying the maximum because they realize it's money, extra money for them.
Yep. But एक बड़ा cultural change आ जाएगा. It will be a big cultural shock for people, especially on Delhi roads. कि वो उसने कहा आजा रेस लगाएगा और मेरा चार्ज कम हो गया है. तो ये ऑन द गो चार्जिंग, हमारा अगला सवाल यही था राघव. ऑन द गो चार्जिंग, क्या इस तरह की कोई फैसिलिटी मिलेगी? अभी आप अगर थार में ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं, आप पीछे डिक्की में डीजल पेट्रोल लेके घूम सकते हैं. क्या ऑन द गो फैसिलिटीज़ हैं? क्या ऑन द गो चार्ज मिल सकता है?
See, there is always opportunity for more innovation is what we always believe, right? There can be many things, but at the same time, what we also believe is, आप थार में 5 लीटर 10 लीटर पेट्रोल रख के चल सकते हो, but शायद अगर आप ना भरवाओ तो वो भी खत्म हो जाए. And the same is going to happen in chargers as well. You can have, let's say, a 30 kilowatt, 20 kilowatt. Batteries are very heavy though. But even if you have an extra battery pack or some innovation happening, hypothetically, that also, you might still also run out batteries, right? And with charging times being so small, I mean, you can actually charge cars in 20-25 minutes, enough to drive around for, let's say, 3 days in a city. If you're very calculative about stuff, you might also not run out of charge like you don't run out of fuel at all. That's what I believe here.
So, I will give you an example here. I was selling off-road vehicles, electric vehicle, and I sold it to some forest department. And they posed this problem that if I go to the forest 60 kilometers inside and the battery conks off, what should I do? So we actually found a solution. We gave them a silent generator, which was running on diesel. but if you feel that, that's a cheating. But then if you get stuck, you will not get stuck. You can charge it on the go.
Yeah, well, that's a smart solution. Anyway,
we gave that to the forest department. They bought it and they're using it right now also.
Sanjay ji, what are the challenges you are facing right now? BYD Auto 3 model बहुत सारा बिक रहा है, या अभी भी challenges आते हैं? लोगों को खरीदने से पहले जो सवाल आते हैं, अभी भी मार्केट में पेनिट्रेट करने में प्रॉब्लम्स आ रही हैं ईवीज को.
We'll start sales only in January. हमने सिर्फ bookings चालू किया है. So I think the first model which we are selling, I think 3 main questions come to the consumer mind is charging infrastructure, how much range I can get, and what is the life of, what is the residual value of the EV. I think the residual value of the EV is the biggest challenge any consumer faces across all the EV segments, because it's only 3 years or 2 years old, so people still don't know the residual value. Even finance companies are reluctant to finance loans because they don't know, like an IC engine, you have a residual value. But for EVs, you don't have a residual value till now. People really don't know what's the life of the vehicle, what's the residual value after 3 years or 5 years or 6 years. So I think because all vehicles are 2 years or 3 years, only after 2-3 years more in the market, people will come to know about the residual value. I think these are some of the 3 key questions which the consumer needs to be educated. So EV is like selling, it's not selling, it's education and making the consumer understand. It's more of a, education to the consumer, and then he understands, and then he buys the EV.
Yeah.
It's not selling, just go and sell, you buy. He doesn't do that. So I think EV selling is a concept selling. It's more of an educational selling. So it will happen for the next 3-4 years before actually people start realizing the importance, and that's what all of us are doing across all OEMs. That's what is happening.
So quick conclusion, अगर आप तीनों की बात में मानो, आप तीनों एकदम experts हो गए. अभी हमारे पास कार मेकर भी हैं, एडवाइज़र भी हैं और चार्जर वाले भाई साहब भी हैं. तो अगर हम तीनों की बात माने तो ऐसा आज खरीद लूँ, फिर 3-4 साल बाद खरीदनी है ईवी, ऐसा करना है, या आज ईवी में इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं? क्विकली वन लाइन आंसर.
आप 2-व्हीलर आप ईवी खरीद सकते हो.
2-व्हीलर आप ईवी खरीद, अरे कार मेकर कह रहे हैं, 2-व्हीलर
कर सकते हो, कार भी आप कर सकते हो.
See, my view is you can still buy a 4-wheeler without any apprehensions. I drive one and I seriously don't face any issues. And with how things are anyway getting better. So you might have 1 or 2 challenges today, but those are going to be solved.
See, Pankaj is your friend. I know you have a diesel charger, diesel generator there in your dicky.
So I think definitely 2-wheeler, 3-wheelers are being sold, and people are accepting that very fast. And 4-wheeler in the commercial segment. And this will happen. But I think one thing, if we make a change that will really expedite this, is the infrastructure where we are parking our cars. So we are talking about fast charging when we are going on the road, like a petrol station. But when we park our car, there is no socket there. So what is required is to put sockets in every parking. That should be made mandatory from the government side, and which should be like any parking, whether it is a public parking or your private parking or any housing apartments parking, it should have a socket at every car that is standing, and that will help charging very fast.
Yeah, and that's why Zee News at Zee News we are trying to aware our audience, our people. We are working with the manufacturers also, and we are doing these campaigns on our digital portals, our digital handles, that people should know, people should go for these vehicles, and we are going to promote all these vehicles across. ऐसा नहीं है कि सर सिर्फ आपका ही promote करेंगे, दूसरे का भी promote करेंगे, and we know that EV is future. Let's hope for a better future and non-pollution wala, right sir? Well, thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Cheers everyone.
Panelists to please stay on stage. Requesting Mr. Devadas Krishnan, CEO Zee Digital, to please felicitate our panelists. What an insightful discussion that has been. While we acknowledge the journey that lies ahead, looking back at the milestones that we have crossed and how we have all come a long way. Thank you very much. A round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. Crucial takeaways from that discussion. A token of gratitude for our panelists. A round of applause, please, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to our panelists. All right, so that's just one part of the story as we talk about the journey, as we talk about the challenges, the hurdles. That brings us to the next panel discussion that we have lined up for you today. Before I get to that, let me just take a quick moment to thank our Sponsors co-powered by Montra and OLX, Zee Auto Awards 2022. Special sponsors Intel, Redbus, Canara Bank. Associate sponsor IGL. Ladies and gentlemen, the world that we live in today, road safety is of utmost importance given how transportation and our network of roads is pretty much the lifeline as far as our lives are concerned. Road safety education, therefore, is of utmost importance. A quick figure here that tells us how significant road safety really is for a country like India itself. About 80,000 people are killed in road crashes every year. That's about 13% of the total fatalities all over the world. Of course, the numbers are only one part of the story. There is the need for safer user road behavior. How far have we come? What are the challenges that lie ahead? Inviting Mr. Arjit Garg, editor, Zee Mobility, to kindly come up on stage to moderate the next panel discussion that we have lined up for you. Thank you very much for being here on stage. Thank you. I invite our panelists now, Mr. Manish Raj Singhania, President FADA. Mr. Singhania is the president of the Federation of Automobile Dealers Associations. Requesting you to thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Welcome. Our next panelist for this evening, for the second panel discussion, is Anurag Kushrestha, founder Tracks. Anurag is a passionate road safety advocate with practical knowledge in safe infrastructure and planning. He, in fact, is the founder president of Tracks, a road safety body, and the founder president of Indian Alliance of NGOs for Road Safety. Thank you very much, sir, for being here with us. Also with us is Mr. Amit Kumar, CEO, OLX Group India, requesting Mr. Kumar to please come up on stage. Amit Kumar is a seasoned business leader. He has created digital platforms and businesses which have empowered SMEs across Asia, Africa, Eastern Europe to grow their businesses and generate employment. Thank you very much for being here. Let's get started. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, thank you for coming here and making the Zee Auto Awards such a huge success. Now, I've been told that I am running out of time, so I'll cut to the chase here because Sushant sir was he was too interested in electric vehicles, so we have to cut short on the road safety one. Now, I've been covering the auto industry for more than 10 years now, and I've been often, I've heard this expression, people saying that Indian roads are not safe. Bharat mein gaadiyan chalana safe nahi hai. But this expression is very contradictory. So it's not very contradictory actually. So how dangerous are these roads exactly? Well, as per the data by Ministry of Road Transport and Highways in 2020 alone, and it was the year of COVID-19, road crashes in India claimed about 1.3 lakh lives. This means 1 out of 10 who died globally in the road accident belong to India. Now I'll start this conversation by asking Mr. Manish Raj Singhania. You represent a body of dealers across India. Do you think people are not buying safer cars, or is the industry not making safe vehicles? And let me tell you, we have the top of the top auto industry MDs and CEOs sitting here.
See, as we just heard Mr. Nitin Gadkari talking about, cars being made to a price point, but he spoke in the last decade, now Indian cars are made to a certain quality, keeping global launches and those kind of things in mind. So it would be very not right to say we don't have good quality cars with good quality safe features available in our cars. I think we have now world-class mobility solutions available with us, fantastic cars, and a lot of OEMs are in fact manufacturing those cars in India and exporting worldwide. Even to Europe and US, which are the toughest market to complying to safety norms. So that I hope that answers your question. And on, pardon me, what was the second part?
So I asked you, is it the driver or are the automakers not making the safe cars?
Okay. So that really answers the question. I think we are having fantastic cars with good safety features inculcated, imbibed in the vehicle, and I think in safety-wise, our automobiles are world-class. And I mean, it is entirely upon the driver who's using, the passenger who's sitting in the car, or a person who's using a bike, whether he or she is utilizing those features available in that car or not. That's very critical. We Indians tend to kind of sway over, or our tendencies are as such that we do not comply to rules on a natural basis. And जब तक वो एक आध पुलिस वाला कोई दिखता है तो suddenly you remember your helmet, or suddenly you remember your seat belt. So that's the case here. Danda chalane se we start complying, and on a normal basis, all these features are for your own safety, for the comfort of, so that you reach your home very safely and without any coincidences. The customer needs to understand that and start utilizing all these perfect safety features in the car.
Now, Mr. Anurag, Mr. Manish said that danda chalane se customer, the driver understands. Police ka jab tak danda nahi chalta wo samajhte. But I'm sure that that's not the case. The driver can't be at the fault. Now you study the roads, the design of the roads and other elements. What's the wider picture? What do you think is the reason really behind all these crashes?
Actually, this is just a psychology कि डंडा चलाने से ही लोग वाग रोकेंगे या मानेंगे. But I'm just throwing two questions here in front of audience. Number one, how much percentage of the vehicles are there in Delhi who are undented? Can you see the gravity of the issue? We are just neutralizing the issue by saying 1,50,000 deaths, 3,50,000 accidents. Crores of accidents are happening in Delhi only. No vehicle you will find, I mean around 95% vehicles are undented or dented. It means accidents are happening. Maybe severity is less. Second thing, who can reach Delhi to Meerut in 40 minutes? Any one of you. Who can reach in 40 minutes from Delhi to Meerut? Anyone? How, sir? From CP to this, where the highway starts, I took 30 minutes. Then 10 minutes you can reach from that place to Meerut. Yes, so we have to think, what are we communicating to the people? Right. Now, I'm coming to the questions. In case of road safety, we have to start, who am I, or where we stand. Number two, what are the problems? And then what are the solutions? We are just jumping directly to the solution. We have never thought about the problems, and before then, where we stand. 4 crores accidents are happening in Delhi, where we stand. And about this, there are 3 more pillars: enforcement, awareness, road safety management, and one another is a road user behavior, you can say, and then infrastructure. United Nations and WHO says very clearly, awareness never works till the moment it is backed up by enforcement, and if it is backed up by enforcement, you must have safer, self-speaking infrastructure. Otherwise, every awareness will fail, and that is the result. The United Nations has started Decade of Action in 2011, and when I asked, fortunately I was a part of 2nd and 3rd high-level meeting, when I asked the WHO persons, they have told me very clearly, Anurag, at least after 10 years, road safety is a talk of the world. Wow, what a solution, what are the output? The United Nations has started, and every country has committed for a reduction of up to 50% accidents. We have increased by 50%, but the solution and the output of 10 years of exercise by WHO and United Nations, output was that, yes, it is a talk of the town, or it is a talk of in between the different countries. And people starts dying. And if we are just discussing, about what is road safety. Yes, we all are talking road safety, road safety. What is to be done? Where we stand? So these are the things. I think I'm taking much time.
Yes, actually, because we are running short of time, because all the winners are waiting there to collect their award. I'll come back to you, yeah?
Sure.
So, sir talked about the infrastructure bit. I wanted to ask you that a lot of automakers, after the government norms, are adding 6 airbags, ABS with EBD, and all these features. Do you think that government is putting a burden on the common man, and this is the reason people are not buying the new age safer cars, and they might be going towards the used old cars with lesser safety features but better pricing?
See, I think one of the panelists earlier said that the common man is a businessman, right? And the common man finds the best way and the best value. I was studying some figures just sort of before entering the panel. Road safety or road accidents shave off close to 1% of the GDP for our country. Right? Globally, at a $90 trillion economy, road accidents take away $500 billion from the economy or GDP. While I'm not sort of trying to take a bigger picture and not go to the common man, I think what I want to recognize here is that there are very clear economic implications of having not so safe roads. The second thing is that in a road accident, typically, who do you end up losing? It is primarily the breadwinner of the family, which has the most significant impact on the family. There is, of course, an evolution as far as safety standards in the cars is concerned. And I think over a period of time, as the safety standards mature, the used cars are also getting upgraded in the same way. If you look at data, 3 to 5 years back, the average cycle at which used cars were getting changed or average owning period of a car was 6-7 years. Now that has come down to more 3 to 4 years. So used cars are also becoming safer as the new cars are becoming safer. The reality is, or over a period of time, used cars in terms of number of transactions is going to grow much bigger and much faster. Used car industry will grow at around 15% CAGR, while the new cars are likely to grow at 9 to 10% CAGR. Both are very, very fast rates, but used cars definitely, because they are becoming more affordable and more safer as the new cars become more safer, people will use more of them.
We are running short of time. I would ask all our panelists one by one, what exactly is the root cause, according to you, for such a track record when it comes to road safety in India? Mr. Manish.
So, from my side, I think primary thing is to educate the person who's driving the vehicle, whether it's a two-wheeler, commercial vehicle, cars, or three-wheelers. As FADA, we would be soon launching a Buckle Up India campaign, where we are kind of developing 4 to 6 videos that would be played before the delivery of the vehicle, whether it's a two-wheeler helmet buckling or whether it's a seat belt buckling. So education is one of the basic thing that we can inculcate in the customer, awareness that can be brought about in that customer, that self-awareness, self-ownership should come in. Then I think probably that obviously government has to take part in that initiative. Probably it can contribute in getting the accidents on a comfortable level.
Mr. Anurag.
I'll just give you one example. I think you all must be knowing about Mr. Munde's death. Seatbelt was the issue then also, 8 years back. And now the Mr. Cyrus Mistry, still the seatbelt was the issue. But both the investigation shows the infrastructure was wrong over there. Even one report was submitted, 2 reports were submitted in case of Munde's death by IIT Delhi as well as Central Road Research Institute. And both the reports says the poorly managed vegetation on our roads was the cause of that Munde's death. And then in Cyrus Mistry case, yes, poor infrastructure was the problem of that. Yes, now I'm throwing one suggestion to all of you. Whenever you are moving on our roads, just feel the type of greenery you are having on medians and side of the medians. Have you ever felt that there may be accidents just because of that? Anybody can cross the road immediately, and within one moment, There is a 3-second rule for accident to take the decision in time to save the person. Can you take the 3-second time when a person is crossing from the median or the divider and immediately you are unable to see that? What will happen? So these are the things in case of infrastructure. Yes, I do have one intervention, and I think my organization will be the only one organization in India who did the intervention at Hero Honda Chowk. And we converted it. This is a basically black spot of NHAI. And we have converted into 0 death during last 1 year. Just channelization as well as pedestrian movement. These two are the key success to make road safety better. And nobody is focusing on these two things. And we are creating pro-accident, pro-crime infrastructure in our cities by doing this poorly managed vegetation on our roads. That's it.
Mr. Amit, a quick comment.
I would say 2 points. One is from my fellow panelist, which is awareness and enforcement. I think these two need to go hand in hand. And to be very simplistic, like Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, we need a safe road Abhiyan to add more than a percentage to our GDP in long run.
Thank you all. It was an insightful conversation. And at the end, I would like to say that always wear a seat belt, no matter where you are sitting, at the front or back. Wear a helmet, and all should follow the traffic safety norms. Thank you all.
Wow. The amount of takeaways we managed in that very limited time. Hats off to our panelists and to our moderator. Also now requesting Mr. Devadas Krishnan to please come up on stage and felicitate our esteemed panelists. A round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you. A token of gratitude from us. Thank you very much to our esteemed panelists. Thank you. All right, time now for our next set of awards. An expert jury panel and our esteemed viewers have picked the best products from the automotive industry launched in the last 1 year based on their design, accessibility, practicality, performance, and value for money factor. Let me now introduce to you our jury members who have painstakingly selected these winners, recognizing the best of the best from the automotive industry. Our jury members, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Niharika Yadav. Dr. Yadav is a dental surgeon and superbike racer. She is also a UNESCO ambassador and Tech Talk speaker, inspiring people to pursue their passion alongside their profession. Welcome, Dr. Yadav. A round of applause, please, everyone, for our first jury member. Mr. Sumit Garg, is the MD and co-founder of Luxury Ride, a chain of pre-owned luxury cars. Luxury Ride is present in 7 cities across India and has sold over 1,000 cars. Unfortunately, Mr. Garg could not be here with us this evening. Our next jury member, Swati Khandelwal. Swati Khandelwal is part of our beloved Zee Media family, a business and automotive journalist and the executive editor, Zee Business, and editor, Zee Ignition. Thank you very much, ma'am. Nikhil Chawla. Nikhil Chawla is the founder and executive editor of the Unbiased blog. He is an independent tech and auto journalist, an award-winning content creator, and a subject matter expert on automobiles who has contributed to leading news channels and multiple publications across India. And Garima Aftar. Garima Aftar is a trailblazer in the male-dominated sport of extreme rallying and was the first professional woman rally driver for Mahindra Adventure Rally team and has won many rallies in her category. Ladies and gentlemen, our esteemed jury members, Mr. Sumit Garg could not be here with us. Requesting Mr. Devdas Krishnan to kindly come up on stage once again to kindly felicitate our jury members. Mr. Devdas Krishnan. All right, we'll wait for the photo opportunity also to get completed. Small token of gratitude for our jury members. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, let me now take you through the award categories and the nominations. Before I do that, let me now request to please come up on stage Mr. Sushant Mohan and Mr. Rajneesh Ahuja. Thank you, sir. All right, so we are starting off with the next set of awards. We have first lined up for you the facelift of the year. The nominations, please.
Facelift of the year: Maruti Suzuki Baleno, Citroën C5 Aircross, MG ZS EV, Maruti Suzuki Brezza, Hyundai Venue,
And the award, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Hyundai Venue. A round of applause, please. On to the next award, the new product of the year. Let's have the nominations, please.
New Product of the Year, Citroën Z3, Mahindra Scorpio N, Jeep Meridian, Tata Punch, Maruti Suzuki Grand Vitara,
And the award goes to Maruti Suzuki Grand Vitara. And the next award for the evening, Hatchback of the Year, the nominations.
Hatchback of the Year, Maruti Suzuki Baleno, Maruti Suzuki Alto K10, Maruti Suzuki Celerio, Tata Tiago NRG, Toyota Glanza,
And the award goes to Maruti Suzuki Baleno. Thank you very much. On to the next award, MPV of the Year. Let's have the nominations, please.
MPV of the Year, Kia Carens, Maruti Suzuki Ertiga, Maruti Suzuki XL6, Kia Carnival, BYD E6,
And the award goes to Kia Karen. Thank you. On to the next award, Design of the Year. These are the nominations.
Design of the Year, four-wheel drive, Mercedes-Benz EQS, Citroën C5 Aircross, Hyundai Tucson, Porsche Taycan, Kia EV6,
And the award goes to Porsche Taycan. Round of applause, please, everyone. On to the next award, Electric Car of the Year, and these are the nominations.
Electric Car of the Year, Tata Nexon EV Max, MG ZS EV, Tata Tiago EV, Kia EV6, BYD E6,
And the award goes to Tata Tiago EV. next award, Sedan of the Year. Here's a look at the nominations, please.
Sedan of the Year, Skoda Slavia, Volkswagen Virtus, Honda City Hybrid, Skoda Octavia, Toyota Camry Hybrid.
And the award goes to Skoda Slavia. And the next award that we have lined up for you, Luxury Electric Car of the Year. These are the nominations.
Luxury Electric Car of the Year, Porsche Taycan, BMW i4, Mini Electric, Mercedes-Benz EQS, Volvo XC40 Recharge.
And the award goes to BMW i4. Thank you very much, Mr. Reshmi Chowja and Mr. Sushant Mohan. Thank you very much. On to the next set of awards, for which I would like to invite on stage Swati Khandelwal, Executive Editor, Zee Business, and Sridhar Mishra, Chief Revenue Officer, Zee Digital. Thank you very much. And the next award is the SUV of the Year. These are the nominations.
SUV of the Year, Hyundai Venue, Jeep Meridian, Mahindra Scorpio N, Maruti Suzuki Grand Vitara, Toyota Urban Cruiser Hyryder,
And the award goes to Mahindra Scorpio N. All right, on to the next award, the Brand of the Year, four-wheeler. These are the nominations.
Brand of the Year, four-wheeler, Mercedes-Benz, Mahindra, Maruti Suzuki, Hyundai, BMW.
And the award goes to Mercedes-Benz. Congratulations. The next award for the evening, Luxury Car of the Year. Here's a look at the nominations.
Luxury Car of the Year, Audi A8L, Land Rover Range Rover, Mercedes-Benz C-Class, Audi Q7, Mercedes Maybach S-Class,
the award goes to Mercedes Maybach S-Class. Congratulations once again. On to the next award, Brand of the Year, and these are the nominations for the two-wheeler segment.
Brand of the Year, two-wheeler, Royal Enfield. TVS. Bajaj. Ola Electric. Suzuki.
And the award goes to TVS. Let's not let the round of applause die down, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the winners. Congratulations, thank you. On to the next award, Electric Scooter of the Year, and these are the nominations.
Electric Scooter of the Year, Aether 450X. Okinawa OKHI 90. Bouncy Infinity E1. Ola S1. TVS iCube.
And the award has been bagged by Ola S1, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. Next, we have lined up for you the award for the Motorcycle of the Year, and these are the nominations.
Motorcycle of the Year, Royal Enfield Hunter 350, KTM RC 390, TVS Ronin, Honda CB 300F, Bajaj Pulsar N250.
And winning the award, Royal Enfield Hunter 350. Congratulations. Congratulations. Next we have the Premium Motorcycle of the Year Award. The nomination.
Premium Motorcycle of the Year, Suzuki Katana, Triumph Tiger Sport 660, Ducati Multistrada V2, Kawasaki Versys 650, Honda Africa Twin.
And the award goes to Honda Africa Twin. A gentle reminder for that round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not let that go out. And last but not the least, the award for the Design of the Year in the two-wheeler segment.
Design of the Year, two-wheel, Suzuki Katana, KTM RC 390, Triumph Trident 660. BMW C400 GT. Ola S1.
And the winner is Suzuki Katana. Thank you very much also to Mr. Sridhar Mishra and Swati Khandelwal. Thank you so much. And with that, it's a wrap on this evening of the Zee Auto Awards 2022. I would like to once again thank our audience members for being such a wonderful audience. The gathering that we've had here today has witnessed a look back at the journey, the achievements that the automotive industry has witnessed. Also, when we look back, we also acknowledge the long way that we have come, and talking about the challenges and the opportunities. I like how both our panel discussions ended on a very optimistic note, and that is the sense of optimism that we hope to impart and continue our journey forward with, and hope to leave this venue with as well. I would like to once again thank our sponsors for the evening, Zee Auto Awards 2022, co-powered by Montra and OLX. The special sponsors, Intel, Redbus and Canara Bank, and associate sponsor, IGL. Ladies and gentlemen, do not hold yourself back. This is a wrap on the evening, but we have a lot more lined up for you. Dinner, drinks, and a live band performance along with the snacks that you can enjoy. Do not miss that. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you.